Trick or treat, everybody. It is October, and that can only mean one thing. We are all in Halloween mode. And so today, I brought the entire Spring Insight team together as a treat for everybody to talk about what we've learned this year. So tricks and treats that we've learned in 2025. Whew, 2025. I'm not sure if I would say 2025 has been more of a trick or a treat, but let's go for it. Kristen, can you start us off by talking about what you've learned this year?
Yes, of course. Like everyone who is in content marketing at any level, AI has been a huge trick and a treat experiment throughout this year, more so than ever. I think the biggest thing that I have learned is that, yes, we can lean into fully AI to help us create content. The speed is unmatched. Obviously, it can come up with great ideas and things like that. However, the trick to doing it right is also a treat in that the human element cannot be removed, right? So you can have AI spit out all the content you want, but if you don't know who you're writing for or what you're trying to message or what matters to you as the person putting the content out, then there's not going to be any authenticity. People are going to know right away that this is not really coming from you, and that you cannot remove that human component to create good content. So you have to use AI as a partner, not as the leader of your content. And then on top of that, that human connection and the authenticity factor is more important than ever. So I feel like the more we are all relying on tools and tech in an increasing fashion over time, that we all still crave that human connection. So putting something out that is just a gritty selfie of you and your friends, and you write something really from the heart that sounds like you, that came from your brain, that's going to, tend to make a bigger impact than something that's super polished and on brand. Authenticity and human connection matter more than ever in 2025. That's for sure.
I love that, and I'm gonna add on to yours by just saying, to if anybody who's watched a lot of our videos knows that we do use AI. We use it, but we use it downstream. We use the videos that we create in AI to help us produce a blog post, but we're always starting with this piece. So we are very much human. We are very much here and not AI apparitions. So it's so true that you really have to feed yourself into it, because otherwise you just end up creating noise. Thank you, Kristen. That's amazing. Laura, do you want to take it from there?
Yeah, I'd say, following on that, the biggest treat for us so far on the web dev and marketing side is our increase in automation and really AI orchestration. And piggybacking on what Kristen said, part of that is not looking at where to automate. It's looking at those points, those junctures where it's key to have a human involved, and then creating automations for all the other pieces so that we can really focus on creativity and on strategy and coming up with those big picture ideas to help our clients meet success. So automation is a definite treat. We've been able to save lots and lots of manual hours inputting stuff or creating dashboards or sending email funnels, all things of that nature to allow us to really hone in on the craft and the service we provide for our clients.
I love that. And I think what makes it particularly true is, is it gives us the ability to use more flexible tools when we can automate them. So instead of, taking something that's out of the box, works in a certain way, but might not fit, when we're able to create those automations, we're able to use more flexible tools that we can then really build around the needs of our needs and the needs of our clients.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Penny, you're up.
So 2025 has seen a lot of tech changes and a lot of tools and software that's come out. And so with all of that changes, being consistent and not losing the messaging and being able to adapt to these changes has been real important to Spring Insight and to the foundation of our customers.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely, I love that. And I think the thing that I would add on is that, as much as time changes, as much as there have been changes, that fundamental core of strategic marketing, of knowing who your client personas are, of really understanding what's the problem that you're trying to solve. All of these tools and things are getting you there faster, but really sort of so being able to have that flexibility, but still remaining true to strategic marketing foundations. So I don't think anybody will be surprised when I point to myself and start talking about generative AI optimization, since that has been my obsession for the last few months as a trick and a treat. I mean, I think the treat part of it truly has been that you're not having to recreate wheels. That if you're doing search engine optimization, SEO, well, you really, and if you're creating good content, if you're already out there working and doing that work, you're already part of the way there. And the trick has been, it moves so fast that I feel all the time like, I'm learning something and then I'm realizing, oh, that's either changed or there's new information. So that has been a bit tricky, but it's really awesome. It's really cool at this point in my career to be given the opportunity to just learn something so new and so different, and so innovative. So for me, that has been really a great tip and treat. Well, this is always a treat. I always love when we get together and people can see all of the expertise that Spring Insight brings in one place. So for those of you who are watching, thank you so much for giving us a few minutes of your time. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe. We put out new content all the time, a lot of it about generative AI optimization, all of it about creating the best opportunity to expand upon your expertise. So please like and subscribe. And if you are interested in meeting with us to chat about your needs, go to our website, Spring Insight, SpringInsight.com, and sign up for a consultation.